how you guys doing? It's me, Clucker. I am the mascot and ambassador for Top of the Morning. What does that mean? I speak on behalf of Carlos. And what Carlos would like you to do is to cancel all of your plans, all of them. He doesn't care if your kid has a doctor's appointment. He doesn't care if you need some surgery or you have to go to work. For the next 2 hours, what you're going to have is an amazing entertainment-filled show where people, not just people, toppers, you, become part of the show. Comedy, sketch, improv, live entertainment, a lot of movie news today, but either way, how about we just get this show on the road, bitches? It's Top of the Morning, live. Here I am. Now it's time for the show.
To the top.
How we doing? Top of the morning to ya. How we doing? It's good to see you guys. So excited for you guys to be with me today. It's a Friday. I'm in one of the best moods I've been in a long time. I won the lottery, guys. Yeah. No. Even if I did, I would be doing this show from my yacht. My name is Carlos Alberto Navarro. Yes, you may have heard of me from your local timeshare establishment. I may have sold you a timeshare back in the mid 2010s. I may have done that. It don't matter, though. I'm not alone here. Because Top of the Morning is filled with people. Like Julie, top of the morning to you. Hola, chico. Top of the morning to you, DTF. Top of the morning to you, little. Ooh, I love the new pick. Can I just tell you I don't know who was in the last pick, but is that you in this new pick, Myron? Because it's fantastic. Love it. Sam, you're right. As I was running in, somebody placed the headphones on me. I'm very lucky. This happened. And absolutely want to say the man who is in the chair. But before I get to him, I do want to say another hello to LDG Free the Net. Yes, thank you guys for being here live during the show. It is so cool. Top of the Morning is live every Wednesday and Friday at 8:30 ish. Hey, look, I got kids. I have things I do. It's very difficult for me. I'm not blaming the kids on this one. Okay? I'm not. I'm actually, it's all me. I was trying to finish up something here. Anyway, this is the show. It's SNL in the morning. It's a talk show in the morning. You won the lottery moment. Megan said yes to your marriage proposal. Aww. That is so sweet, ATH. And it's good to see you. Top of the morning to you. You're so right that when I said yes to Megan, because she proposed to me. So a lot of you guys don't know. Megan proposed to me. I was never going to get married. And she knew when she found a stud muffin like me that she could not let it go. I mean, I was severely overweight. I was a really bad alcoholic. I'd only been to jail a couple times. I mean, I was a pretty upstanding citizen. Until she proposed to me, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I was still kind of playing the market. But she got down on one knee, and I said, yeah. I said, as long as you cook and clean, you give me no lip, I might be mean, I'm the man. You're the woman. She looked at me, she said,
yes, I will do the things you say, 'cause men are more powerful, aren't they? I will be your concubine wife, we'll live together in paradise. Don't you dare! Ever!
That was going on a total, like, what's that show with the lady with the red hats? I don't know. You were a black bean. I was a black bean. Podcast Media, good to see you on here. In a world where Podcast Media remembers that my name used to be Black Bean, I love it. Go follow Podcast Media. Go do it. Just go do it. Hey, guys, thank you again for all the likes, for all the comments, all that stuff. Pushing it out to the universe. Barbara, where the F have you? Where have you been? You know, there was a whole news report. It's like, Barbara has been missing from top of the morning. We understand that she may be ill, and we are hoping that she feels better. But in the meantime, you need to send us a telegram. That was a message from Carl. Are you doing okay, Barb? Hey, man, I really miss hearing you as Black Bean on there. Hey, Barb. So, ladies and gentlemen, a man of mystery, a man who may or may not have never filed his tax returns. A man so mysterious that you've never seen his full body. Yes, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, Sammy Boy. Wow.
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning, too.
Oh, and there goes my sound is all messed up.
It was like an audience got killed and clapping at the same time. But Sammy Boy.
Nope, still broken.
Yeah. It's not gonna.
Well, it's just. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Arnott has a good point. Our underwater audience. They are underwater, and it was a bit scary. Ladies and gentlemen, do the applause again. Ladies and gentlemen, Sammy Boy. Yeah, that's horrific.
Yeah, that's weird. I think Billy's doing something again, of course.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. But it is good to see you, Sammy Boy, and we've been working a lot on the show. And can you tell the people? We can't tell anybody of the secret projects we have, right?
Yep, it's all.
Don't you freaking say it!
They'd have to kill us.
That's what I wanted.
Is.
I wanted, here at Top of the Morning, when you become part of the staff, I'll tell them what we do here. Is it okay if I tell them? Can I be real? Can I be real?
Rectangle moment.
Yeah, I gotta go rectangle moment. Okay, so listen, guys. I know this is the evil music. We need an evil frame. I think we need an evil...
Yeah.
Yeah, like an evil octagon, maybe?
Oh, we could put fire in the background or something?
Yeah. Well, you can be in the real rectangle since you are also a rectangle.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. So what I want to say is here, when you work for Top of the Morning, a lot of people in other companies consider hazing and what's the word? Shocking moments on Zooms. What else is the word here? Oh, blood oath. That's the word I was looking for. Blood oath.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell them about the blood oath. That, like, I know before you signed the paperwork about the blood oath on the show that you cannot work with any other shows. You can't even watch any other shows. If you're found watching, it's like Jordan with Nike. Jordan wears some British Knights. Guess what?
Those are still a thing.
I don't know, Sammy. I don't know. It's very appropriate. Sam has the outspace background because that man is a star. I agree. And because he's a star, he took a blood oath. This is how the sausage is made. He pricked himself in the index finger. I told him it was for health insurance paperwork. Remember that shit? We sat down and I was like, well, I said it first. I was like, how do you feel about blood oaths? And you flinched a little bit. And so I was like, how do you feel about getting health care? And you said yes. You said you needed health care, right?
Yeah, that's a definitely important thing.
So he gave me his finger. I didn't even have the proper stuff. So I just had a thumbtack. And I thumbtacked it.
Took a couple times, though.
And you said, what are you doing? And I said, do you want health care? Remember that?
Yeah, I think, all right. We have to do it.
I like that you were just, there was not much fuss about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
And so then I put it on, I didn't have, like I said, I didn't have the proper PPE. So, LDG, you know why I like LDG? Free the net. Hey, he's freeing the net.
Nice. Oh.
Right?
Nope, still broken. What did Billy do this time?
Honestly, that's horrific. That's like what if AI hallucinations had a sound, it would be that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? All right, Sammy boy. We told them about the blood oath. What else do they need to know about us? My God.
I know, there's so many things.
Yeah, but we can't tell them all because then that ruins the sausage making. That's what they said.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right,
And
you're doing great, Sammy.
Can't ruin sausage for our nut.
There you go. Great joke there, too. Sam has, Arnott has a question. Sam, Dr. Navarro, check your brush. I do. I do. I will do prostate checks for free. Sam, if you need me to check your prostate, whenever. Again. I didn't bring up the first time because I was in a swimming pool. I didn't think that was a proper place.
Yeah.
But I will do it for you. I freed the net when I got my next door neighbor's password. That sounds funny, man. I like that.
That's good.
Subscribers went up 10 from last Wednesday. Hey, look, we are doing big things here in big ways. Big time. Can we do a prostate? Yes! Guys, speaking of froggers, okay, why? Yeah, there we go. Let's see where I'm going with this, Sammy boy. So, yes, guess what? Froggers, we love you. Why do we love Froggers? They're a sponsor of the show, man. How do I continue to do shows where I fake give health care to Sam? Well, sponsors, quite frankly. And what do I do for those sponsors? Well, I give them my heart and soul, baby. And another thing I do for them is I create amazing pieces of work. Commercials. We live in a media world. I'm a media girl. It's a new Cyndi Lauper song. And so what do? Oh, is Crystal here just chilling? Beautiful photo. Oh my God, I love that picture of you guys. Jared there doing his thing. Big bro, what's up? Star. He is a star. They're catching up. You see that? They're catching up on the show. They're catching up. I like that. Morning to you there. All right, so listen. We need to get 100 members to do a member party of all the toppers Froggers. Holy shit. I just realized they all kind of are the same. Members, toppers, froggers. 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 And if I can do this, if we can get it in a rotation that is fast enough, that can begin to build the equiline formula of fastness, then maybe we'll get some memberships here. We'll get members. Froggers, toppers, members, froggers, toppers, members, froggers, toppers, members, froggers, toppers, members, 100, and we will go, and it will be an amazing, guess what it'll be? An amazing game night. Look at the new commercial that To the Top Studios just made for Froggers. Check it out.
Froggers, Grill and Bar. Hey, Altamont and Oviedo. Your eyes do not deceive you. It's Free Game Thursday at Froggers Grill and Bar. Free pool, free darts, and tee-off golf with no charge. Grab your friends, grab a drink, and let's make Thursday the most fun night of the week. Froggers Grill and Bar.
Boom, Froggers, how we do it. We can get some delicious food there. We can eat. We can have a good time. And that's how we do it. That's how we do it, guys. That's what To the Top Studios is. Los, can I give you a critique on that? Sure. Why not? Why not? Message me. It's all good. So, listen. We're going to party at Froggers. We're going to get there. I know we are. I know it's going to be there. It's going to be awesome. I think I know. I know. Here's the thing, DTF. You know that may be an AI voice, right? And that's a good question. And I'm glad you asked the critique, okay? So the fact is, I have to do a lot. I'm producing and editing and directing a lot of different commercials, okay? So that voice is mine, actually. That voice is mine. But then I change it. So there's a lot. Actually, Sam and I were just talking about this before the show, so this is a really good question. So, for example, obviously, and this was something that I put together yesterday because Froggers was really wanting something about this, so I kind of shifted some stuff and I worked on it. I don't look at a lot of these like, oh, this is like an end project, and end, like I shouldn't say it, like, but I don't look at this like, oh, I look at these like, man, I'm producing a lot of these. And if I sat around and made everything like 1,000,000% perfect with the voice, I'd probably never get it out. Now, there's a difference with an AI voice. I hate a lot of AI voices out there that they just click on one and then they just kind of use it. So what I do is I record the audio myself and then I convert it. So it's actually me. That way it gives it more flair because then you actually get inflection. For example, I think so here, check it out.
Froggers Grill and Bar. Hey, Altamont and Oviedo. Your eyes do not deceive you. It's Free Game Thursday at Froggers Grill and Bar. Free pool, free darts, and tee-off golf with no charge. Grab your friends, grab a drink, and let's make Thursday the most fun night of the week. Froggers Grill and Bar.
So for AI, there's a bunch of different software that you can just and it sounds great. A lot of times you're not even going to know. But what I like to do with my stuff is, so anyway, what I'm saying is that's a character, that's a voice. I call him Fred, and I created that voice. So it's like, does it sound like other ones? Yes, but it's for Frogger specifically. So each company will have their own voice and their own brand. Oh God, yeah, no, I see what you're saying, yeah. Well, thanks. Yeah, no, that's true. The reason I kind of went on that tangent is because I kind of thought about that. Oh, well, if I'm recording everything, it'd be all my voice. But you're right. I will do some ads that will have my voice, but that's a good point. I'll do more stuff that. Used to have a Froggers near me. There you go. Yeah, we got a bunch of Froggers here. Jared does need to become a member. Myron, I'm telling you, man, that's a good look on you, dude. I like the style. I like the hat, of course. Oh my gosh, did you put my name and Spielberg in the same? I love it. It just makes me so happy. Okay, I think it's time for the little cup of the day. Yeah? Little communist cup of the day. Yeah. What are we drinking, folks? I want to know what you're drinking. What are you drinking this morning? It's Friday, so if you're drinking a cup of liquor, I don't give a shit. You're not getting in the car, right? Look, if you're drinking liquor in the morning, I'm not going to mention anything now. You should be on a cruise, a golf course, but if it's everyday life, hey, look, I am no person to judge. But don't drive. And if you're drunk watching the show, enjoy it, okay? All right. What cup do we have, you say, today? Oh, my gosh, I didn't mean to do that. Bradley, oh, my God, is drinking water? Have we all drank our water today? Have we all drank our water today? Because we need to stay hydrated. I feel so much better now that I have water in my life. I was so dehydrated for so many fucking years. He's a member, folks. I like it. I like it. Water in my office lady's tumbler. Aw, Rachel. That's adorable. You're adorable. I don't mean to sound like, but it's adorable. Watermelon mint, sparkling water. I don't know. The watermelon just doesn't hit for me sometimes. And sparkling water, I used to drink so much sparkling water. And now I just don't do it as much. I don't know why. I like a nice Pellegrino. And yes, this segment is brought to you by Comulus.net. I haven't even shown you my coffee mug yet. A large water from CFA, Central Florida. Assholes? What place is that? All right. I'm going to show you what I got. I'm glad you're drinking water, Bradley. I know these conversations have helped. It's been the goal. I am on a mission. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to hydrate people. Like, my entire family never stayed hydrated. And personally, I'm on a mission to hydrate. And so I'm so glad, Brad, you're rad. You're not dad. You're not sad. I'm glad. You haven't been had by dehydration. So congrats to you. You didn't win anything. Do not confuse this with winning anything. You did not win, Bradley. I want you to know something. Jesus. You made me take my Lord's name in vain. And I apologize, JC. You didn't win anything, Brad. Stop messaging us. You didn't win Just Breathe. You didn't win the DeLand Cat Cafe Snuggle-Off. You didn't win the DeLand Boxing and Fitness We'll Beat Up a Bully Day. You did not win the Southeast Steel gold-plated microwave. You did not win free tuition to Atlantis Montessori Academy. You're too old. Get a life. But you did win my heart. Was that good enough for you? Was it a heart? I didn't mean to yell at him. I didn't mean... Shit. Hey, man, you did win something. I'm sorry. That was like really fucked up. I'm sorry. You're not a loser, dude. You're like... You're not a loser. You're so fucking rad. Your name is Brad. You're so rad. You win this song. You just won this beautiful song to your heart. Elton John did this long ago. He didn't even write it. Bernie Taupin wrote it for someone else. Then Elton said, this song's for you. Then Elton said, "This song is for you." The Comulus Cup of the Day is brought to you by Comulus, and this is a mermaid cup. And I want everybody, Sammy boy, go ahead and throw some. There we go. I just want you guys to know something. This is Megan, okay? Every time I drink this mug, I have amazing fantasies. Ready? Of being a merman. And of course, she is a Daryl Hannah-ish mermaid. Beautiful on all accounts. And quite frankly, now I gotta change the music. I think we gotta go more. You guys ever have weird fantasies? All right, now's the time. Can we be real here? Can we be secret here? I want to know. What's one of your fantasies right now? I have one, and this is for real. Yes. I have a fascination with, obviously, doing this. We do have a gigantic coffee cupboard board. It's a cupboard board. What the F's a cupboard board? What's your fantasy? Yes, mine is to be a merman and to make sweet love to my wife as a mermaid. What's wrong with that? I would swim up to her. She'd be like, "Hi, Carlos. Look how beautiful she is." Yes, that was purchased at WikiWatchy. Morning, you good-looking son of a bitch in your tuxedo going to prom. What is your fantasy? Honestly, I don't even know if I want to know because you may be judging me for mine. I think, honestly, man, I don't know. Thought about that. I think, obviously, mermen have wieners and mermaids have vaginas. Similar to how the kid in Kindergarten Cop told us about vaginas and penises. These are good questions, guys. Do mermaids have nipples? You tell me. Guys, when I went and saw the WikiWatchy show in WikiWatchy, the mermaid show, I was blown away. It's one of the best shows ever. You have mermaids, okay? Ready for this? You're driving down a road, normal road. Bullshit road, actually. And then you drive off. And Sammy boy, I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here. So if you want to pop some, we can take off Comulus and pop up some, maybe I'll say some messages here. But I got to tell them, so I don't want to get distracted. I watched 3 showings. Anyway, I get to WikiWatchy. I never been there. Okay, maybe as a kid. And I'm in my bathing suit. Honestly, at the time I went, I was a bit portly. So, I'm there. Okay, where are we going to go on the water slides? And Megan, my wife, is like, let's go watch the mermaid show. I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm a badass motherfucker. I don't watch mermaid shit. So I'm like, I was going to go just smoke a Marlboro because I'm tough. And my wife's like, just come watch the show, the 11 o'clock showing. I said, I don't know if I need to watch that. I walked in. First off, you're blown away by the whole queue. You're sitting in a cave under the sea like Sebastian. And you're looking, what's going on? What's going on? Then all of a sudden, everything shuts. You look, whoa, what's this? I thought I was just looking at an aquarium. I thought I was just looking at a gigantic aquarium filled with rocks. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm talking. These mermaids start. And I'm like, what the fuck? Real mermaids. They caught them, I guess, in some place. I don't know where the hell they caught them at. But they're real mermaids. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Immediately made me go, I guess I would bang a fish. You know? Did I say that out loud? Shit. Sam. Shit. Damn. Okay. I just said, yeah, thank you. I didn't mean to say this. So we're doing the live now. When we recut this up, when you put this out later and you make this sound like a really good, like a segment, can you do me a favor and cut the part out where I say I would make love to a fish? Yeah?
Yeah, we'll cut that out.
Thank you. So back to my story. So I'm at Wiki Wachi, and these mermaids, who I would not make love to, they're just beautiful. And then one popped up, and I'm watching them. And the show's fantastic, guys. They're doing flips. They're interchanging. There's dolphins there. At one point, a submarine comes up. The mermaids, at one point, start kissing. And then they battle Atlantis. Poseidon. Oh, shit. I think I'm mixing up a porno, a Universal show, and Wiki Wachi. Shit. Anyway, it's awesome. Go to Wiki Wachi. I got the mug there. This is where I got the mug. That's why I told that story. Zach with a really good question here. A very good question. If you eat a mermaid, is it considered cannibalism? No. So to end the story real quick, though, I do think my wife looks like a mermaid, and we have fascinated. Maybe we have dressed up as a mermaid. And can they make love? Yes, they can. But in order to make love, they have to pull down their fake flippers. Maybe we need one with a hole in it. I don't know. But I love this mug. Mermaids nowadays are... I can't tell the difference. I can never tell the difference when I see a mermaid with a Brazilian flipper lift. They all look the same to me. Except sometimes you see them and it looks like you could stack, a whole set of dishware on them. I figured I'd spice up the story a little bit. All right. Let's go somewhere. Huh? Shall we? I know. Look, what shirt am I wearing right now, guys? First person to tell me what shirt I'm wearing, they get their name on the screen. They all look the same. I think they kind of do with the butt lifts. Like, I don't know. I can't tell the difference, a fake one or a real one. And quite frankly, I don't think many people care. DeLand Boxing. Bradley, guess what? You just won. Famous Faces prize pack. For real. I actually have the ability to really do that. So you are awesome. You've been on the show every day. I want to thank you very much. So Famous Faces and Funnies, one of our great sponsors. Big shout to Famous Faces. Sammy boy, we got a little logo up there. Bradley, if I ever skit, and this goes for anybody, if I ever skit with you, which is what I call skitting, and we go into a skit, I definitely want everybody to know that I am totally kidding and joking and playing, and if I choose you, if you are one of the chosen to be skitted with, not skeeted on, that's totally different, then I should award you a prize, yes. And you are always great, Brad. You've been here through and through and through and through and through. And so I just want to say thank you. So, yeah, just message me. There we go. I see it now. And the wonderful people. Skit happens. Yeah, baby. Famous Faces and Funnies. He didn't win just for the lamb boxing. Eddie, I called him I told him he lost for about 3 minutes straight. Go rewind it. Rewind it and you'll see that he lost for 3 minutes straight. So he's no longer a loser. Eddie, you've always won. You call me a special name. You call me Kali. Nobody calls me Kali. You do. So what I want you to do is message me. They have everything there at Famous Faces and Funnies. Now let me turn this one off real quick. That's just when you win. So, yeah, Brad, you won. You get a little sip of water here. Yeah, so literally they got everything you want. Any comic book, any toys, any Marvel. And I know you love all that stuff. So they'll send you a little prize pack, Famous Faces and Funnies. I will be in Melbourne this weekend. I will be actually doing something with my personal development company, with a company out there. So, but then I'm probably going to stroll by Famous Faces and say what's up to Rick and the gang. I don't know what time. Might be before, might be after, probably after. But I love Famous Faces and Funnies. They're one of our great sponsors. Once again, guys, doing things totally different. Most people do a YouTube channel. Most people do a show. They rely solely on the revenue of like companies they've never even met. I'm not doing that. I'm trying to work with small businesses that need help with whether it's local, social media, commercials, videos, consulting. So To the Top Studios provides a lot of that. Famous Faces and Funnies is one of those that we go and we shoot there at their locations. We love you, Famous Faces and Funnies. So thank you, Brad, for winning and getting that there going. So Googled the 13th year. There you go. Okay, boom, forgiven. Congrats. Everybody's happy for you. All right. So, let us talk about what I wanted to talk about. You guys are the co-hosts, so where do you want to go? What does that mean you're the co-host? If you're just watching the show for the first time, thank you. Appreciate you. Love you watching the show live. Anybody who watches the show live, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Because that's not how the show's going to get built. The show's going to get built on all the other videos and stuff, and then the cream of the crop, the best people, the toppers, you guys. So those who subscribe, those who become members by $5 a month, those who, all that helps. That way I can just kind of keep creating this weird, funny, unique talk show. And I'm not trying to follow any trends. I'm just trying to what you guys like and be funny and silly and entertaining. And so you can tune into something that that isn't going to be annoying or not entertaining. And, there's so much of that out there, for quite frankly. So many boring people trying to entertain. It sucks. I'm so sorry. No, Myron, you can't go anywhere, dude. What the hell? All right. So, Sammy boy, how about this? Can you put up a poll? Let's do. Where do they want to go first? Do they want to do? These are the topics we can go in any direction, folks. Because I need a little stand-up break. Actually, here we go. Hold on a second. You know the topics. We're going to do it. Let's put it up Statham. Let's put up Alan Menken. And let's put up James Bond. See where they want to go. Watch this commercial as I stand.
Well, my name is Brooke. I am 35. Fitness has always been important to me, but as a mom, I did it at home. It was a priority, but it's really hard to make time when you're doing so many other things. And I had friends that were members of the boxing gym. They begged me to come. I said, absolutely not. No way, that is not for me. And just to satisfy them, I came. I signed up for 3 months. After that, I joined for a year. It is one of the best things that has ever happened to me. The coaches are all extremely skilled and knowledgeable and friendly. I feel the best I've ever felt, and I can't imagine not coming here ever.
Brooke, you're awesome. You're awesome, girl. All right, so is the poll up? I don't, I should actually have. Thanks, DTF. Appreciate it. Yeah, I really try and make each commercial, spot, story, whatever you want to call them, fit that company. Like, and I just. So any company out there that wants to get stuff for their website, that wants to get stuff for their social media, that just wants their story told to their company, that's what we do, To the Top Studios. Really, really appreciate it. I love polls. Yeah, you do, you naughty girl. All right, let's see. I'm actually going to go and click on my own. I never do this, but I feel like I'm missing out on kind of the party. I so am missing out on the party. Okay, I'm going to do this because I just realized I can do this. Boom. All right. And if I went like this, no, went like this. All right. Boom. Go here. I go here. Oh, I got to take this off. Lupi, silly, tapu. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so that's what you guys are looking at, huh? That's cool. So I don't see that. Obviously, I see something totally different. Let's open this up here. Can I expand this out? Pop out chat. Oh my God, guys. I just figured something out. You guys are going to be able to see your stuff up here. This is how those streamers do it. Oh my gosh. Watch this. Watch what I do here. Well, first I'm going to get my cute ass back up there. Whew. I tell you what, salt and pepper never looked this good, except on a ponderosa steak. All right, here we go. Wow, I got a lot of windows up here. So, this is the first time we've done this on the show, sharing the screen. Wow. Holy crap, is this going to be a game changer, Sammy boy? Look at that. Oh my gosh. Guys, it's you. That's cool. All right. Look at you guys doing. Oh, I love it. You know, I don't even see these little icons. So I'm going to have this chilling in the cut. Wow, it's really nice on this end. I can see it. Huh. Cool. What's the last? Hello. Hi, Mom. Make sure he hides his naughty tabs. Oh, yeah. No, luckily I don't. I could click that one, but man, you know, when those people get busted having porn as they were streaming, it's like, damn, you're watching a lot of porn. like if you forget, I guess I'm not a single guy. I guess maybe single guys are like, leave the porn window up. Leave a couple up. Who cares? I just blows my mind that, you know. Los, do you have a P.O. box where I could send you a signed copy of my book? No, but I think P.O. boxes are cool. I like when people say that. It's like, I got a P.O. box. Now, you can message me. You send it to my manager. Got a new manager, guys. And this guy is a killer. And, telling you. All right, so what does the poll say? That's what we're wondering. Let me see here if I can scroll up on this poll. I don't know how many times I said that. Let me. Oh, 10 super chats. This is you can do this? Okay, I'm gonna do that next time. Shit. All right, who won the poll? So hold on a second. Before I don't know who won the poll. I'm gonna get this down. I'm gonna remove this, but we got that going. Sammy boy, who won the poll? What are we gonna talk about?
So I gotta find it again. It closed on my side.
Shit.
Let me close the
Okay,
chat.
hold on. I'm gonna go
Reopen it.
pee and come back, and then you're gonna tell
You click
me
on
what
the
the
three
winner is.
dots. Okay. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll figure it
and then-
out by then.
Yeah, hold on. And I want you ready. Take over the show and.
Oh, there it is. Oh, no, it disappeared. And of course, oh, there we go. There I am. Let's see. The winner. You guys probably know who the winner is. You can see it. And my computer's going crazy now. Pick one. Oh, there's a tie. Nobody's voting for the guy who did the song for Little Shop of Horrors yet. Maybe we should do that one. Oh, you know, Dumpy Tree Frog. It's the call it computers, like technology things. My favorite. Oh, you know, like behind the scenes things and how things are built. That's pretty cool. Check this again. Nope, still broken. I don't know what Billy did to that, but I'll have to probably restart it. Oh. I lost my chat. Where did my chat go? Oh, chat. Oh, my chat's not low. There it goes. And live chat, because top chat is annoying.
Woo! My gosh. I'm telling you, all you youngins out there, you will reach somewhere in your 40s and you will have to pee a lot more. You just do. And, oh gosh, this wasn't the pee segment. Where are we going? What's the next one? Sammy boy, what was the final thing?
It was a tie between Statham and Bond, so I think we should do. Maybe we should do the one that doesn't get any votes.
Oh, flip it around on them. Really upset the people. First, I want to say thank you to PodCass Media for $10. Guess what? That's going to go directly to a great organization, the Bald Asthmatic Dads with Glasses Everywhere. Every dollar of that is going to go towards that. And the PodCass Media, he's from North Carolina. I think. So he's a Southern boy. $10. That's $10 from a Southern boy. Because that's $10 from a Southern boy. My name is Morgan Wall, and I walk off perfectly nice sets. All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate it for real. Oh, South Carolina. Okay, cool. The other one. The other Carolina. Whoa, breaking news. Shit. Man. Russell Brand. Interesting guy. Smart guy.
But probably too smart for his own good.
You know what? Good question. Where the F is Teddy? I am so mad at myself because I keep telling myself I want to do better intros to my team here, and I just been doing a shitty job. So I appreciate it, DTF, that you seen my bad stuff. And so how about this? We do a proper intro for Teddy. Because Teddy's not just an average dipshit. By the way, the only song produced by Megan Navarro for the show. Can we just listen to it?
It's tea time with Teddy. Grab a cup, get ready. Pinkies up, don't spill that brew. He's got hot takes and a biscuit or two.
Here we go, Teddy, dance.
Tea time with Teddy, sipping so steady, serving up a lemon.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Give me one more, Teddy.
Got that classy flair.
Yeah. There. Yeah. Do it. Go, Teddy. Go, Teddy. One more time. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Teddy. Yes, here we go. One time. Don't leave him hanging, tea time. Don't leave him hanging.
Oh, it's tea time with Teddy. Grab a cup, get
Everybody loves you, Teddy.
Pinkies up, don't spill that brew. He's got hot takes.
Everybody loves you.
Biscuit or two. Tea time with Teddy, sipping so steady, serving up a
That's right.
lemon.
It's okay.
Chamomile, Earl
It's
Grey.
okay. No, it was a valid critique, but it's tea time right now. We go.
Bow ties tight, got that classy flair.
Tea time.
He's got gossip, oh, he might just share.
Can you just by the way, folks, for those who have never watched the show before, Tea Time is the greatest celebrity trash producer. Calling him a celebrity trash producer is honestly a bit disrespectful, Teddy. No, it's not. It's not at all. That's what I literally was brought on the show. But yeah, I do a couple other things on the show, but I do. I investigate a lot of the celebrity trash stuff, and so it's totally cool. It's totally cool. How are you doing, Carlos? Good for you.
Oh, it's tea
No,
time
how are-
with Teddy. Grab
How
a
are
cup,
you
get
doing,
ready.
Tea Time?
Pinkies up, don't spill
I
that
have
brew.
not been better. If I was any better, I'd be you. But the fact of the matter is that it's a wonderful Friday, and we're here. We're doing the show. Show's been great so far. So good to see you, everybody.
Sipping so steady,
Honestly, Teddy.
serving up a
Honestly,
lemon.
this song is so banging, so lit, so you. And I just want to thank you. I know that you're independently. Can I say this? Is this okay if I say if I say something here? Is it okay? Yes, you can say whatever you want, Carlos. This is your show. Why would I even say that you can't say something? Because I'm here on the show. I love being on the show. So say whatever you want. It's really not a big deal at all. Okay, so say what you want. The reason we have Teddy on the show, how I was able to get him, and this is no diss to Sam. Okay, like Sam, he's a great guy. I love Sam. But, Tea Time came with a lot of experience. Oh, hush your mouth right now. You need to stop saying this because the fact of the matter is I probably have as much experience as Sam does in almost every field. It's true. That's not the point here. You guys are totally different people, and it's understandable. But the fact this, you've traveled the world, okay? You've traveled the world, and you've seen everything. Your husband, and quite frankly, Teddy, your husband's one of the best-looking guys I've ever seen in my life, okay? And as far as I know, I'm straight as hell. There's a couple of nights I don't remember, quite frankly. And we all got a couple of those, don't we? Tea time? Don't we, tea time? I would have a couple of those, especially in my early 20s when tea time was living in San Francisco and really starting a movement of a whole new level of play. I don't even want to know what that means. I don't even want to know what that means. But, tea time, you're independently wealthy is what I'm saying. Oh, he doesn't want to talk about it. Okay. A lot of y'all don't know. If tea time, he's a gentleman. And sometimes he doesn't want to talk about things. Like how he met that good-looking husband of his. It's, you know what? Everything is not for the air. Sammy boy, we'll never, ever, ever talk about how you... Nobody knows that you're 4'2". Shit! Cut it. Cut it. Cut the fat. I don't want people knowing that you're 4'2". So cut that. Okay?
Yep. We'll cut that.
Thank you. Thank you. Because I need him for my... The Blood Oath, the Criminal Ring, we're robbing casinos, you know, so he needs to get in some of those ducks. Teddy, can you tell us about the brand new #1 movie in the world? Yes, I can. I'm so excited to say this. The fact of the matter is that Jason Statham knocked out Snow White out of the box office #1, and boy, is that a big shock and surprise. It's a great movie. It's called The Working Man, and it's so good. Did you see it, Teddy? Yes, I love it. I love Jason Statham. I worked with him when I worked in England when I was tailoring suits. He was one of my biggest scholars, and I love Jason Statham. He's just fantastic. Why am I not surprised that you work with Jason Statham? Why am I not surprised that you worked with Jason Statham? Okay, maybe just a little bit, but yes, I did work with him. I did some stunts with him. I did some different things, but it's going to be awesome you talking about it right now. Well, yes, this is true. The #1 movie of the weekend was not this movie. This is Homefront, which I'm glad you have that picture of. But it is Jason Statham's film, Working Man. Now, what is interesting about this? Okay, well, Jason Statham, big star. And probably, like most of you, maybe didn't even know he had a new movie coming out. Maybe you did. Because Jason Statham is an interesting guy. So #1, he's a former national diver, ranked 12th in the world at one point. This guy, Jason Statham. He's almost in his 60s now. This is from a film, Homefront. Now, why am I telling you about Jason Statham? Because I worked with him for like over a month. And so I got some really fun stories about Jason that I'm going to tell you, some badass movie star stories. So stick around. I'm going to tell you the stories here in a second. And it's just really amazing when you work at a guy at this level. And what does that mean? He's think about this, one of the few people, movie stars, he's a movie star, that you see him and you go, okay, I know what I'm going to get with him. I know what the movie's going to be about. Nothing's going to be shoved down my throat. I know I'm not going to expect anything else, and boom, you're in, and you're going to go see it. And then the movie makes money overseas and across the world. And how do I know that? Because I still make money off of the film that I did, which was Homefront. You know what? Pull up some Homefront stuff, Sammy. Some posters, some different stuff from it, and pull up some stuff with Clancy Brown and Homefront. Just go to the IMDb and get that stuff. Statham was great in Mean Machine. Hey, Diana, good to see you. I really enjoyed that movie last night. I see it. Oh, you saw it last night? Which one? You saw the Working Man? Yes, Bradley. And I have a great story about Snatch as well. Not, but truly the movie, because I work with Lenny James as well. All right, that's a good question, but let me stay on task here because I will totally go off task here. All right, so Jason Statham. he releases this film, which by most accounts, it probably could have been released direct to video or whatever. It beats Snow White in the box office. That's crazy. It beats Snow White in the box office. Snow White cost over $300 million to make, not including marketing, meaning it had to make $800 million to break even. Okay? It is a monumental flop for a magnitude of reasons that I'm not going to go into because, quite frankly, I think people are just obsessed with dunking on Rachel Zegler. And, folks, whenever everybody is going off on somebody, without real reason, I'm talking criminal, political, it's just like bullshit, art stuff, and they're like, oh, this person's getting canceled today. You don't got to pile on. They've piled on this. I think she's 21, the girl who did Snow White. She's young. She's in this. I'm not excusing any of her actions, quite frankly, but I'm also not going to jump on here as a grown-ass man. Too many of these damn YouTube shows are jumping on here going, like, bashing this. I think she's 21, 22. You're a grown 40, 50, 60, 70-year-old man, and you're dissing these. Like, it's not my cup of tea. I'm not doing that shit. I'm here. I'm having a good time. Sure, am I going to make fun of some stuff here, but I'm never, I hope I never, ever, ever, ever go into the cruel lane of comedy, which just seems to be so ever present and especially in YouTube. Anyway, kind of deviated there, but Snow White, So the star Snow White and quite frankly Disney, they effed it up. They couldn't have effed it up anymore. Why was that so important to a lot of people? Snow White was literally the game-changing piece, the film that nobody thought could be done. A full live feature animation at that level, a bankrupt Walt Disney. This is his baby, Snow White, and he even said, please don't ever touch this. Don't ever do anything. It doesn't need a sequel. Because, folks, not everything needs a sequel. Some stories do. Wow, okay, that needs a sequel. I could see that. Oh, Back to the Future 2 was cool. Oh, Godfather Part 2. It was obviously Star Wars. Harry Potter, on and on. But Snow White didn't need a sequel. Snow White didn't need anything. With what happened, to get back to Jason Statham, I know I'm going all over the place here, but it all does kind of tie together. So Snow White came out 2 weeks ago and made about $40 million. A big failure, like I said, on many different reasons. There's plenty of shows that will talk about it. I'm not talking about that. And then Jason Statham comes in and wins the box office the next weekend, which is pretty unheard of. By most accounts, a live-action Snow White film, should be dominating in the box office for 3 to 4 weeks. The opening weekend should have been about $180 million. It made 40. Jason Statham's film, because remember, folks, films are a business. And you have to look at it that way. You can't be, I'm just an artist, I'm just an actor, I'm just a writer, I'm just a da-da-da-da. I'm all that shit too, but I'm also a business person. I'm also somebody who wants to make money. I'm also somebody who wants everybody to win. And too often than not, artists get taken advantage of companies that all they want is money, vice versa. We're going to talk about that here. The balance is where it lies. So, audiences outright reject Snow White, and then the next weekend, you know what audiences said? We're going to go watch Jason Statham because A, we know what he is. B, hey, name that Jason Statham quote where he said something where it pissed you off and your political beliefs and geopolitical values, and name it. He doesn't. That's not him. That's not him. So the fact is that he had a big hit, and I'm happy for him. because I got to work with them on a film called Homefront. And add this to the stage. Boom. Oh, yeah, there's Clancy. Is that IMDb? Or is that just a pic you screen grabbed? Okay, got it. All right. So Jason Statham's career, and actually I will grab IMDb and pop it on there because I have I got to work with Jason Statham on a film called Homefront, and I worked 3 to 4 weeks. Hold on. All right. Tuki taki tiki, lati tipi tupi, halasalupa tipi 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 tipi, shanakolopa lupu, kasikalaka tipi. Of course, I got rid of IMDb Pro like literally last month because I had not been using it. Of course, it would have been great to use now. Anyway. Let me pull this up right quick. Let me pull this up right quick like that. All right, cool. So Homefront. This is a movie I was in with him. Let me see. Am I in here? I should be very, but... Oh, there I am! No, they got me in as a different person. What the F? I never knew that. Is this film not on my IMDb? What? Hold on a second. Get the fuck out of here. Are they mad because I canceled my IMDb? Get the they took off my profile picture? Oh. What shitty sons of bitches. Holy crap. I literally just... Okay. That is crazy. So this is how these motherfuckers work. Because I don't pay $20 a month, they took my picture off the front. So now, I mean, unless you can see it, Sammy, but like that is so messed up. Ah, dirty. See, these are the things you guys don't even know about. No, literally, I just unsubscribed because I was like, what do I need it? Yeah, no money, no pay. Like, these motherfuckers. Because you know what I realized? I was like, it's not like any, like, no, that's the thing. I had IMDb Pro because I was using it, and it gave you, like, some more features within the ability of somebody to search on you, like, you know, an agent or casting director, whatever. And literally last month, I was like, it was like $20, and I realized it was going on a credit card. I was like, why the fuck am I paying this $20? I'm like, I don't even, and this is the first time I checked it, and so they took my profile picture off. Now that sucks because, of course, I don't want that. Of course I don't want that. I want what my cool picture I have, which is, you know, me on some red carpet. Of course, I got to have some type of fucking, that's so cool. Assholes. Well, look, that was total live reaction there. I was not expecting that. But good to know. Good to know. These are all the different things I've done. Look at that, bitches. Yeah. So let me get to Homefront, actually. Homefront came out in 2013. Wow. This seems about right. Seems about right. So, how do I book Homefront? Well, I was originally scheduled to be the paramedic. I get a call from my agent. Living in Orlando. Just had a baby. Yeah, I was the first guy to have a baby. And my agent's like, hey, do you want, the agent saw you and, or the casting director saw you. Would you like to come play a paramedic? It shoots in New Orleans, in Louisiana, on like Wednesday or something. I was like, all right, yeah, boom. I get in my car, driving. Call time, ready? Was 4 a.m. I remember this. In Louisiana. And I'm driving from Orlando in my... No hotel, no nothing. Just, I figured I'd sleep in my car and then drive back. It was for a night shoot. I had not really at that time booked any. I didn't care. Like, you have to understand, like, when you're an actor, you better just like being on sets and stuff. You better just like the whole world. That's why I'm a director now, because I love that world. So I was like, ready? My agent's like, hey, you get to be a paramedic on the set with Jason Statham, Winona Ryder, Clancy Brown, and the director of it is a well-known director, which I'm blanking on right now. Gary Fletter. Check this out. Oh, shit, he's a Sagittarius like me. He did he pass? I think he ended up passing. God, I hope I didn't just kill him. Anyway, great director. Runaway Jury, I think, was one of those that he did. And so I was like, hell yeah, I'm going. And so I took off, went there, and got there. I remember getting into, it was like Shreveport, Louisiana. And I remember getting there. This is so I get there, and literally I've been driving all night. I pulled over to sleep a couple times. And a lot of people don't do this. A lot of people will fly, they'll spend the money. You do make money obviously doing this, but I just always did I was like, I just want to drive there. I kind of saw the job as very blue collar. Kind of saw it like a truck driver. I think that's why I booked more gigs, because so many people didn't want to drive. They didn't want to, I don't want to drive this 4 hours. I don't want to drive. I was like, yo, I'll do it. I don't care. I want to be on that show. I want to be part of it. And, thank you, Sammy boy. So I'm driving there all night. I'm 22 at the time. 22 at the time? Anyway, I get there. I'll never forget, I pull up in the back swamps of some Louisiana. They were shooting a scene where it was at an old house for the movie. Now, James Franco's in this movie as well. I mean, this was a star-studded lineup for sure. This had a bunch of stars in it. Kate Bosworth. I'll say Clancy Brown again because that's the man. Omar Miller, you guys know who he is. Chuck Zito, he's like some crazy biker guy. Like, very star-studded cast. I didn't know that going in. I knew just Statham was going to be there. And so I pull up. I am the role. Ready? I am the role of the paramedic. I am the paramedic of this film, and my role is this. My lines are this. I run over. I put my hand on the thing. I go, and I'm speaking to Omar. Jason Statham runs into the scene. He said, "Is he okay?" And I say, "Actually, let me take off this music here because it kind of takes away a little bit from it." Because I actually forgot about this part of it that I'm telling you. So, I'm driving there, mind you, Orlando to Louisiana, the entire time thinking of my scene. My scene is 2 lines with Clancy Brown, with Jason Statham, with I'll show you. Maybe they got a picture of him here. Come on. Stupid website. Nobody likes you. Oh, look at that. It was called El Protector in somewhere. Oh, yo, because I still make money on this movie. Guys, I make residuals on this movie. Oh, yeah, that guy. There he is. I worked on that set. That was such a cool set. I didn't meet that kid. There's my man, Clancy. Okay, cool. So I driving there the whole time. My line, I don't know exactly what my line was, guys, but it was something to this. Like, I run over to Jason, to one of the people, and I put my hand on them, and Jason says, like, is he okay? And I go, like, he's bleeding, but he'll be fine, or something like that. I don't really remember. I just know I rehearsed it the whole way there. I get there at 4 a.m. I've not been on a set. This is a big set. Cameras everywhere. People are. There's Jason Statham. Holy shit, it's him. He looks exactly how you see him. I'm like, oh my God. Then there's Winona Ryder. I'm like, oh my God. Clancy, who you know from a million things, got there kind of at the same time as me. He had just gotten to set. What everybody doesn't know or understand is, like, if they're in a film together, not everybody gets on the set at the same time. In fact, quite frankly, sometimes people will get on a set and you don't even know they worked on it. You're like, what? In fact, most of the time I work because I don't work as many days as others. But like stuff on like Hawkeye, Bloodline, Walking Dead, where I was there day in, day out, you would see people and they'd be a big part of the show. And you'd see that episode and they were a big part of it. But they worked for like 3 days and then they were gone. So anyway, I see Clancy and I'm immediately flashback to Pet Sematary and Shawshank Redemption. And, you know, can you pull up some Clancy pics there, Sammy boy? And I'm like, holy shit, this dude is a fucking legend. But I'm like trying to, and I realize, oh, I'm in the scene, you know, I'm in the scene with them. So, are you guys with me? Are you guys with me on this story? So, oh, good question. So, do you clock in? Yeah, you do clock in. When you get to set, you look for the AD of the set. So basically, so for example, where we showed up that day, because I would love to tell you all the ins and outs of everything, because how it works. This is very complicated. So there's usually a home base. So they were shooting in Shreveport. So there was a home base near that area. And then you would drive to that home base, and you would clock in there, okay? And that's usually where your trailer's going to be. That's where your craft, your food, your car, people are parking, what they call behind the line, the producers, the crew, and they're going to be there. So for that day, the shoot they were shooting late at night. A lot of shoots are late at night because that's when you have the ability to have more leeway with the streets and just anything really. And so there's Clancy. There's my man Clancy. There's my man Clancy. Tell me, you guys, and I love this. Right now, write your favorite memory of Clancy Brown. What movie is your favorite memory? Because he's just the man. I could tell you I could do a whole show on Clancy. So I get there and he looks at me, hey, how you doing? Shake his hand. I'm like, oh my God, that's Clancy Brown. So, but to get back to where you clock in, yeah, you meet an AD. Hey, how you doing? Because obviously they don't know you. Oh, Carlos, nice. You're playing the role of paramedic. Nice to meet you. Because I only had 1 day. Okay, so I just had 1 day. So you get a 1-day thing. You go. That's so interesting. I would have thought it's taken early morning. Yeah, that picture itself is probably early morning. I'm glad you like the behind the scenes stories podcast. I really do. Do actors like him like to be glazed on set or just treated like normal? DTF, I will tell you here, brother. Really kind of cool story. I got a lot of stories about Clancy. So you check in, and then because guess what? Anybody who books a role on a TV or film, even the levels of them, they're just grateful because it's once again you're winning the lottery. Think about this. I to this day am making hundreds of dollars off of this movie that I ultimately was cut out of. Okay? I was cut out of. But I've made, quite frankly, tens of thousands of dollars off of this movie. And I still, to this day, because of residuals, because of the system, because of the ways it works, because it's so difficult to do. That's why the industry's broken right now. That's why the industry is broken right now, because it's very difficult to make money, sustain yourself. Anyway, that's a different story for a different day. You need a sip of coffee. You got me going there. So I check in. I get to my trailer. Yes, if you're an actor and you have a line in a SAG film, which this was, you will get a little trailer. It's very fucking cool. You're like, wow, I got this little trailer. It's like as big as a dressing room, a little bigger. But you feel like the shit. I'll never forget the first time I got a trailer. I was like, oh my God. So you get there. For that one in particular, because I drove all night, it was a little unique, right? Excuse me, I gotta get some sustenance. You guys, I've been going an hour 21. I need a break. That's what I told my wife the other day. Jesus Christ. So, feed me. Does it have to be human? Feed me. Does it have to be mine? So, and check in. This granola will choke you in a second. I'm like a granola head now. I'm a soy boy granola head. All right. So, back to the show. So, they give me my paramedic gear. Here I am. I'm in my paramedic gear. You know what, guys? I think I have a picture of this. Holy shit. This is why I love you guys. I don't think I've ever really maybe I posted about it. But it goes so well here because you're going to love where this story deviates so many ways. Oh, my God. It's just a barn burner of the story. You can do it. Hopefully we get to the Little Shop of Horrors. There's no timestamp on that, but I wonder if I can just type in something here. So, anyway, I'm dressed as a paramedic. They say, Carlos, now, basically you get there, you check in, you have your wardrobe usually in your trailer. So I was a paramedic. Literally, my role was paramedic. And I had 2 lines. I knew my lines. My line was, he's okay. Da-da-da-da. Remember, drove about 8 hours, whatever the fuck it was, practicing my lines the entire time. And so I get dressed as my paramedic. I go out. Now I go to makeup. Now I put on makeup. Boom. They didn't really need makeup because it was a swamp scene, so they kind of do. And my hair, da-da-da. Then they put you on. Okay, you guys are shooting over here. It's about 15 minutes away. That's where the crew comes in. You get on a bus. They check you out. Carlos, and it could be a makeup person. It could be if it's a big show like Walking Dead, like that, like when it was just the Kingdom people, they would just give us a Kingdom thing and they would cover us up. And same with Marvel, they would cover us up and we go into a little transport van so that nobody would take pictures of us because it was supposed to be a surprise. So I always loved it. I was like, and a lot of times I was with some big characters, some big reveals. So as a geek in itself of it, I always loved it. So this was not the case. This was late at night. Nobody knew what the hell we were doing. Great thing about Shreveport, places like that, they shoot stuff all the time. Nobody gives a shit. So I'm now I'm in the car, dressed as my paramedic. I got my little signs. Okay, this is gonna be so cool. And so I get to set, and then that's where I told you before I get there, and boom, holy crap, there's Jason Statham, and he looks just like this. And he looks just like this. Literally that outfit right there. And he's kind of off to himself. He's kind of going around himself, just kind of talking. And I look, and there's Winona Ryder. And then there's that Omar kid from Varsity Blues. And then there's Clancy Brown. And Clancy, this was for blocking, okay? So then what happens is, usually you don't get on a set until you're needed, Okay, so it's not like, of course, if you're on a set, like me personally, when I was on, when you're on a show for a little bit longer, let me pop this out here. But if you're there for a day or two or whatever, you're not comfortable with the set, you're not going to be on the shooting set just walking around. You're not just going to be like, hey, can I just chill here? No, you're going to be at the trailer. You're going to be at home base. Why? Because essentially when you get there, then they go, all right, we're going to block out. So you get to the scene and nothing is set up yet. Okay, so they've just finished shooting somewhere else, whether it was an hour away or whether it was so you can't just watch the filming. If it's nearby, if it's like you have to get in transport and make it a whole thing, no, because let's say I'm like, oh, I want to go watch the filming of this set over here in Camp A because they're doing this cool action scene, and then they're immediately going to shoot Camp Set B, which I'm going to be a part of. Well, if I'm over here and I'm bullshitting on set over here, and they're like, hey, you're getting ready while they're filming over here. Does that make sense? So basically you can't, I mean, once you get comfortable with set, you can do a lot of different things like any other job. But no, if you're there for like how I was, which was one night, no, I'm not doing it. I'm nervous. I'm like, where do I go? Where do I go? What do I need to do? I don't know all the functionality of it yet. This is the way it works with every real professional set. So now I'm on I'm sitting there like, wow, and Clancy has gotten there. And so the cameras, everything is arriving for this scene. This scene is a cool scene. So the scene is that a car comes crashing through and smashes into the house. A big ordeal. One of the people has been injured, from what I remember of the scene, that was driving. Paramedics are called to the scene. Jason Statham's character runs over. I run over. I got my hand on the thing. Clancy Brown is there. He's the sheriff. He's the man on the scene, and then they take it out from there. Oh, it was a horse carriage. That's what it was. Something like that. So I'm like, this is it. So the scene itself is super dope. I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. So I could have just been sitting on the set that day, and I would have been happy. But I'm a part of it? Okay, cool. Let's go. So I shit you not. You ready for this part? I walk up. We're there. We're there 5 minutes. The director. So as we're getting there, and we're called what's blocking the scene. Can you guys still hear me? Sammy boy, you got to let me know if you can still hear me. I hope you can. Yes? Okay, awesome. Cool. Let me tilt my camera up here a little bit because it's kind of better to... I hope I don't lose you guys. Boom. All right, so when you're blocking a scene, you're basically like the director's there, other writers are usually here, the actors are here, you're at the location. Now, some directors storyboard everything down to the last second. Others like to get in the moment, like Walking Dead, most TV shows. All right, here we are. And if it's really complicated, like the Hawkeye scene with when the chase in the drive and the 360 camera shot, that's going to be plotted out down to every last detail. But most scenes, you're going to get there as they're bringing the cameras over, as the crew is coming over, as makeup is coming over. Everything is a big shift, okay? So now we're at the scene. And so that's what we're there, right? So we're sitting there. I'm all excited. I'm all excited. I'm like, all right, here we go. Here we go. And so the director gets there. And now mind you, the director he's been totally focused on that last scene. He looked at earlier on the call sheet that day. He's like, okay, so that's the next scene. Okay, so I'm going to focus on this scene. So they get there, they hand him the thing, and I never forget it. He's sitting there with all these actors around, Clancy, Jason Statham, James Franco, me. I'm like, oh my God. Winona Ryder, everybody's standing around, and everybody will sit there with their sides like this usually. And the director, you have it like this, and you're kind of looking at it. A lot of directors, people will memorize it, but most people, they'll have their coffee. They'll be like, and the director will be like, all right, here we are. Okay, so, all right. So then the director's like, and I'll never, he's like, all right, so then the king crashes through here, and like, and the paramedic. All right, we're cutting the paramedic. We're cutting the paramedic. In 2 seconds, my part was gone. In 2 seconds. Because he hated me. No, not because he hated me. But what you have to remember as an actor is you have to, it's not about you. You're there to act, and you're there to be the paint, and the director's the painter. And the fact is, you have to be able to just be like, okay, now did I want to be like, in that moment, did I want to yell at the director, hey man, I drove like 10 hours to be here, and that's my part, and can I have my, I did. I really did. Would that have been the best thing to do? No. You'll see why. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, I just got, he goes, yeah, just, where's the paramedic? Where's the paramedic? I'm like, me? He's like, yeah, just run over to him. Okay. Just run over to him. Okay. Cause then we'll cut to, and then this happens. He goes, director, and Jason Statham's there, and he's like watching like this. He's like, yeah, like that. And then the director goes, okay, all right, we're not gonna do the horse crash. We'll just park the truck out there. We'll just park the truck out there, and we'll have him there. And this is the biggest movie star moment I've ever seen somebody do. And he goes, Jason Statham like this, and I'm looking at him, I'm watching Jason Statham, and he's like, he's pacing back and forth. And the director's like, Jason? And he's like, no, mate. No, mate. No, mate. No. We're not doing that, mate. We're not doing that. I'm like, oh, shit. The whole place was like, and he goes, one of the reasons I did this film is I do a shitty British accent, so don't judge me on that. He's like, one of the reasons I did this film, I love this scene, the interaction, the way it comes in, and I come out there, and to take that out is not right. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. Who knew this little simple scene Jason Statham had been thinking about forever? One of the he loved the crash, and he loved that the paramedic was there, and he starts going into detail about why he loved this scene. I'm like, oh my God. Because literally I was about to just turn around and go home. And so the director's like, but Jason, it would take us having, and the director wasn't doing it to be a dick. He was doing it because of the technical and production side of it. That's it. And if you can look at it like that, he was going with his DP, we're not going to get that shot here. If we have to shoot a truck crashing through here, we'll never get this shot today, and we'll be over. We're not going to get it. He wasn't going, oh, I hate that part of the scene. He was going, well, if we can just shoot it here and start it here and there's no crash, then we could probably get this set up and be done by 7 a.m. or 9 a.m. like we're supposed to, because if not, then we're going to go into overtime. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, those are what the decisions should be when you're making a film. You know, like, that's an understandable thing. You know, not the decision should be, oh, what agenda do we want to place forward in order to make this film, right? Okay, so back to Jason. He's pissed. So I'm telling you, this part, doing it this way will be better. We got to do it. And the director's like, well, he's like looking at Jason. I'll never forget it. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it like Jason says. So we end up shooting the scene. Okay. And I am like jumping up and down for joy. And I don't know if Clancy will remember this. Maybe he would. But I remember kind of Clancy looking over me like, all right. Like, because we had already started talking at that point, Clancy and I. Clancy and I had started becoming chummy. That's my dude right there. That's him. That's the man. One of the best actors ever. And so then what happens is after that, No, I don't think it was for me. I'm glad you said it was for me, Sam, but I pretty much think he was really wanting to do that shot himself. Yes, that is the tough spot about being a director. You're 100% right. That's literally why it's so hard to make a movie. That's why we remember these films and TV shows, but quite frankly, a movie, because it's such a narrative through and difficult to make. And yes, and this wasn't, it's not like this guy was wanting to not do that. He's just like, tomorrow we're on the lake. And the day after that, we're on set. And the day after that, it's a non-shooting day. So it's not like, oh, we'll just do it tomorrow. Do you see what I'm saying? So we're going to shoot. So we go back to set, and that's when I start bullshitting with Clancy, and we start becoming buddies. And he's the sheriff. And I remember there was another trooper there now, come to think of it. She was a black lady. I remember that because she worked with a different agency, and they had casted her, and she was very like boisterous about it. That comes into play here. So we go back to break, and they take a lunch. So your lunch could be at any time of the day. That lunch, I think, happened to be at like 5 a.m. So you're eating lunch because it's your dinner, per se. You're not eating. And so I'll never forget it. Jason Statham rolls in there. I said, oh, I said, Jason, nice to meet you. How you doing? My name's Carl. Hello, Carlos. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the set. As posh, British as could be. As posh. Yes. And he was eating his salad. You know, this guy is just, I could go on and on about him. Discovered on the street by Guy Ritchie. Selling knockoff goods in London. How great is that? Martial arts training. He specializes in kickboxing, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and my favorite Wing Chun. He refuses body doubles. I doubt that at this point. Said no to Marvel to keep his brand focused. What a smart guy. What a smart guy. So we go. I start bullshitting with Clancy. Like I said, he plays a big part in this movie. And that's a sexy. Oh, thank you. I'm wearing a hat. I don't know how you can see it, Rachel, but I feel honored. So we're heading back to set. And now I'll fast forward something that Clancy said to me. I shouldn't say that because then that gives away the story. So we get back to set, and we film it. And quite honestly, it was such a hard thing to shoot because it kept breaking and the horses. And so I'm basically just on set all night bullshitting with Clancy. We're literally bullshitting all night on set. I love it. I asked him about, like when you're a fan and not just like somebody who's kissing ass. I'm a fan of his work in the films and how they did it. And so he's telling me, and we're baseball fans, and we're chumming it up, man. So if you would have said to me, okay, so we film it. Jason was cool. Met the people. Awesome. Drive back. I took a nap. I got up. Drove back. Next day, I didn't. We had a little baby back then. I didn't have any. I had another job, but I didn't have to work. Slept in. That's the days when I could sleep in. I wake up. I think I'm in the midst of telling Megan about it in the morning, and I'm like, she's like, so how did it go? And I'm like, yeah, it was cool. I was like, I didn't really do shit. I was like, I just kind of hung out with this guy Clancy. He was really cool. And but they cut my scenes. They did end up basically cutting the scene. So basically, my lines were cut, essentially. But the scene was there, and it just kind of they took out my line. But I got to participate in it, which was cool. So I'm like, all right, cool. So my agent at the time, shout out to Tracy, she was sweet. I shouldn't say she was sweet. She's tough as balls, but so she calls me. Well, before you say that, do you know they're cut before the film? No. Well, that part I did because they literally said, oh, we're going to cut this kind of dialogue, you know. So they cut the dialogue because they didn't want all that stuff. And so anyway, but no, man. My God, I had so many more scenes on Walking Dead. I had more scenes on Hawkeye. I had more scenes on Outsider. I had more scenes, everything. But ATH, I appreciate you saying that, man, because like sometimes I feel like I'm going on too long, and then other times I'm like, well, what the fuck? Why are you tuning in? Like these are supposed to be the things that nobody else can kind of tell you. Like I don't ever hear people telling you like super details of this shit. Oh, thanks, Sam. Oh, I got you here, buddy. So we were living in College Park at the time, tiny ass house. I connect all the stuff. If you have kids, you usually kind of connect it to how old they are. You're kind of like, where we were at this time, whatever. And she was just a baby. You love getting these details. Oh, Crystal, thanks. I appreciate you saying that. Thanks, DTF. Appreciate that, man. Hey, Sal, how you doing? So, let me get a sip of my cold ass coffee. It's Friday, guys, so probably go a little longer today. Chilling at the house. Perfectly fine. My agent calls me. Carlos. Yo, what's up? Hey, how did the shoot go? I'm like, honestly? They cut my, she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, but it was fun. It was cool. I got to work with some cool people, blah, 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 this and that. And she's like, well, I don't know what you did out there, Carlos. I'm like, why? She's like, they want you back for 3 weeks. I'm like, what? They got rid of the trooper, and they want you to be the trooper. And I'm like, are you kidding me? She's like, no, something happened, and they want you to be the trooper. Can you head up there tomorrow? I'm like, for the next 3? I was like, yeah. So for the next 3 weeks, 3 weeks to 4 months, to a month, honestly, I shot this film, Homefront, with Clancy Brown. And guess what? I am his deputy. So I'm his right-hand man. So literally, you know what ended up happening was, I think, now that I come to think about it. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, appreciate the comments. So it gets better. She literally, my agent's like, what did you, I said, Trey, because I didn't even talk to the director. I didn't talk to anybody. I just talked to Clancy. I was nervous. I was like, I don't want to fuck this up. I want to get the free meal that I'm going to get as I drive home. I'm taking a little to go. Because, dude, we were young, married, kids, didn't have, you know. And so I'm like, why do they want me? It's like, yeah, and that is why I tell you, man, energy is so important. It's important in your everyday life. It's especially important when you're auditioning for ATH. I know that you are auditioning now for audio for auditions, and energy, man. Just think of this, especially with this, where I was able to, you know, think about working with somebody and creating with somebody. And if their energy doesn't match with yours, you're like, oh, fuck, I got to be with this person for 3 months? 3 months to make a movie, right? So that's a big part of it. So I head back, and they're like, look, it's still scale, whatever. But these are the days. So it's not like you go and I worked every day for 3 weeks. So when they say you work 3 weeks, it could mean you work 2 days, 3 days of that week, and then not the rest. Or maybe they want you to work for 3 weeks, and maybe you just work 1 day on that week. And then there's a third week. Anyway, there's a bunch of different, and it's cheaper for them to pay you by the week as opposed to a daily rate. I'm really getting in the weeds about it, but who cares? So for me, it was 3 weeks. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. That's like, I want to make like over $3,000 Fuck yeah, that's a big deal. Big deal now. But bigger deal then. And the way that works is it's not like you get to set and they're like, Carlos Navarro, here's your check, good sir. Have a good day. No, you got to wait. You got to wait. And if you're on a show, it's similar to like any other paycheck. You're going to get it every 2 weeks. You're going to, however you want to get it. Sometimes they just pay you for the full thing outright. That was really great. You get a fat check sometimes. It can be all across the board. Hey, that's a good call, man. That's a good call. Focus on the thing. You can't focus on everything at the same time. What I like to do is I put that on the back burner. So you just put that on the back burner. Still cooking. It's just on the back burner. It's just on the back burner. So I get back to set, and there's Clancy Brown. And I'm like, yo. He's like, oh. And when you book, so I think I shot one night. I think the deal was like I shot, so they were like, wait, you got to be back next Tuesday. I don't remember all the details of it exactly. But you got to be back Tuesday. That was like a Sunday. I don't know what the fuck it was. This is why I always had jobs that I would take, like whether it was at the Ritz or selling things, that I'd be like, hey, guys, I got to go shoot this. This is what I call sustainable artistry. If you get a job that will not allow you to do your passion in one form or the other, you're going to be unhappy. So you have to figure out a way to get a job that will allow you to share that passion. Mine happened to be to want to be an actor at that time. So I was like, yo. So I drive to, so once again, I shoot that night. I full well knew this. I'm not going to pay $100 to sleep in a bed for 20 minutes and drive home. I will sleep my ass in the car. I've slept in the car over 100 times, I'm sure, in my acting career. Driving to North Carolina, Louisiana, Georgia. It's just, I would always look at the truckers that were driving by me and be like, and they're hauling shit left and right, way more important jobs. Their shit doesn't get there on time. They're screwed. We're screwed. And so I always looked at it more blue collar, and I was like, yo, I'm going to drive there. I'm going to do my gig, and I'm going to drive the fuck back. And if I got a little bit of money and if I can stay there, and now a lot of times, like on Identity Thief, on Hawkeye, on Walking Dead, as you build, you get nice hotel rooms. And you get hooked up, and you get per diem, and you get all this shit. This was not one of those cases, okay? I wasn't at that stage in my career. So when I got there, Clancy's like, wow, man, how long are you staying? I'll shit you not. This is so fucking cool of him. And I'm like, man, I'm driving back, dude. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm driving back. He's like, no, you're not. I'm like, yeah, I am. He's like, no, you're staying with me. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, dude, they gave me this gigantic hotel room in New Orleans, and I'm not going to use it all. I got a side bedroom. Do you want it? I'm like, are you kidding me? And so for the rest of the shoot, I was Clancy Brown's roommate. And we became pals, man. He taught me so much. We went to many dinners. We had, to this day, we're buddies. And yes. I made sweet love to Clancy. And to this day, he's the best man I've ever made love to. Second is you, or not. Oh, shit. Loud part, soft part, loud. Yeah. So I would work a day or two and then have to drive back or whatever. Yeah, it's crazy, right? And Clancy's like, hell no, dude, you're staying with me. So I worked about 3 weeks. We did a whole, but he was the main guy who, shocker, at the end, takes out James Franco. James Franco was very much how you would expect James Franco to be. I didn't talk to him that much. I'm not even going to pretend to say that I got to know him that well. And I did get to do some scenes with him. And I've never seen this before. I've never seen anybody do this before. He was laying on the ground, James Franco. And for those who don't know who James Franco is, probably living under a rock. He's a pretty famous guy. And I'll never forget it. He was laying on the ground. He had just been killed and this was another cool thing. They shot 2 endings. They shot one where James Franco was killed, and they shot one where he was not killed because they thought if it was a big sequel, they would want to bring James Franco back. Kind of interesting. So, and Clancy happened to be the person who would take the shot and killed the person at the end one way or the other. Now, I didn't know that because I never got a script. I had one line. I think my line made it in the movie. I think my line made it in the movie, but I'm not sure. I really, it's been a long time, and I was driving. I got to do so much fun shit in this, and it was really just me hanging out with Clancy. So basically, I got to do a bunch of fun shoot, and one of the other stories I got of Jason, and to this day, I've never seen anybody else do it. I've never seen it. I didn't see Jeremy do this on Hawkeye. Okay, I'm wrong. Andrew Lincoln did this all the time. Andrew Lincoln on Walking Dead did stuff like this all the time. Andrew Lincoln would walk around the set from Walking Dead, and he's, to this day, the greatest number one. What is a number one? You look on that call sheet, the person that has number one on that line is the king or the queen. What they say goes. Everything is held upon that person. They're the star. And Andrew Lincoln was the number one. And if you're the number one, it's like your company. It's your place. It's your house. It's your set. He welcomed me with open arms, Andrew Lincoln. He was a sweetheart, and I love him. And the reason I say that is Jason Statham was the number one on this set. And there was some stunt driving because we were chasing James Franco to this bridge in the middle of nowhere in Louisiana, and we really got to do it. So Clancy and I are in the seat together, and then they got a stunt driver, and so all night long. Imagine sitting with your buddy in the car all night long. You're the last focus because at the end, all Clancy has to do is get out of the car, take a shot, and boom! And then I'm standing like this. That's all we had to do all night. Everybody else had the hard parts. They had to get the car. They had to do this. They had to do that. They had to do that. We were just sitting in the car waiting for them to set out. One of the things Clancy said to me, I'll never forget it. I use it almost in every production. He says it. We're sitting there, this amazing award-winning director. I'll never forget it. We're sitting in the car bullshitting, waiting for our scene. The director is right in front of us. There's crew people are losing their minds. We're losing light. The director is like this. He's got his hand to his face. He's got the script. You can see he's almost having a breakdown like this. What about this over here? And then Clancy leans over to me, to my left-hand side. Clancy was to my left-hand side. He was the sheriff driving. I was his trooper. He's just laughing. He's like, and he looks at me. You see, Carlos? They're just figuring this bullshit out as they go. And he leans back like that. Next time I see him, he's going to be on this show, by the way. We're going to have Clancy on this show in one form or the other, I promise you. As I already been talking to him about it. And I always use that when people are tripping out. Doesn't matter what set it is. They're just figuring this shit out, man. We could put it. And the best ones figure it out the best. That's it. And they don't freak out and they figure it out, right? So as this scene is about to happen, we're sitting there waiting, and there is Jason Statham. This is my last one. We're going to wrap it up here with Jason Statham part, okay? So I'm in the car. I'm watching Jason. He's going back and forth like this. Mind you, he's been a perfect gentleman the whole time. There every scene, doing everything perfectly. Stud. Just can't give enough. Every time Jason Statham wins, I'm like, ugh, because this dude does it right. He wasn't like, I need to be a dramatic, I need my Oscar. I need to be a Marvel villain. I need to be, my message needs to be told to the world. No, he's like, look, I make action movies that entertain people, and come and see it. You know what you get. He's like, I'm a sirloin. You know what the hell you're getting with the sirloin. It's not sometimes the sirloin can taste like a filet. You're like, wow, it's a damn good sirloin. Most of the time it's going to taste like a sirloin. You're fine. Put it with a baked potato, Caesar salad, you're good to go. Most people try and turn themselves into a goddamn filet. You're not filet, people. Not everybody's filet. So, I'll get on my knees. I know Arnott will like that. He'll probably screen grab this shit and like put me. Don't do it, Arnott. Son of a bitch. So, Jason Statham. The scene is this. The scene is Jason, a big part. This is a big part of the scene. They essentially something is happening at the house, and Jason has now, in the movie, come from there and now is running over here. Okay? And most actors would start just outside of the camera. Okay? So let's say the camera's here. And they need to run this way, right? So the framing is this way, and they're looking out this way. And then the actor would run into, they'd say, and action. And the actor would run from the scene, and you would just capture the actor running from the foreground, obviously, into the background. So most actors are going to stand right outside of the camera, like right about here, and they're going to go like this. And they're going to go, action, and they're going to run into the scene. Okay? I shit you not. This was the coolest fucking thing to see. They're setting the scene up, and like, you guys ready? And I'm like, where the fuck is Jason going? Jason takes off like a half a mile behind the camera. And I'm like, oh, what the? And Clancy's like, yeah, watch this. And they're like, action. He's coming in like a fucking maniac. Boom. Like, oh my God. So awesome. And it looked great. It looks so good. And I always think about that moment. I always think about it. Nobody told him to do that shit. Nobody's like, hey, Jason, can you start, about a mile away? I loved it. And to this, I mean, I'm kind of like, you got to be an intense. You're playing make-believe. It's make-believe time with Jason, who pretends to be a killer that you can't be stopped. So why not go full throttle? And what does that mean? You run, you take off. I do shit like that all the time. Andrew Lincoln would roll around in the mud on Walking Dead and scream, I love my job. Because if you can't have fun getting paid millions, well, they're paying millions of dollars, while playing these characters that people love, then what the fuck are you doing this thing for? Quite frankly. Because, man, that must be a miserable life. And I have met and worked with actors who are miserable people. Miserable. You're like, man, you got all this fame, all this money, and you're just fucking walking around pissed off at life and you're ordering your assistant around, living life like this? Nah. I ain't doing that, man. That's my Jason Statham story. Thoughts? I'm going a little bit longer today, guys. What does that mean? Sammy boy? How about pull up some... Sammy boy, what are your thoughts? I've never told you that story. I got you up here. I'm going to take another pee. I'm going to get a drink of water. I got to refill my water. And then we can maybe do another thing. I don't care. It's 3 hours today. If my camera doesn't run out of battery. What'd you think of that story, buddy?
It's pretty fun. It's interesting hearing all the background and the logistics of everything.
Yeah.
And the stories about how so that's kind of interesting. It's because you don't really think about all the things that go into it. Like there's people that are coordinating all that. There's people that the craft services and the trailers, and it's just amazing the work that goes into it.
Thank you, Sal. It's one of my old realtors back in the day. Sal, good guy. Barbara, I'm glad you like. I know you're a big movie geek. Thank you, Sammy boy. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I figured. I know. I love talking shop tech with you. So yeah. That's why it's so difficult to make a movie. It just is. It really is. Let me take you off of here. Yes. Thanks, DTF. I know you're a fan of all that stuff too. Your background as well. Sammy, you have access to the commercials, right? You can play the commercials if possible, right? On the media assets, it's on the side there. I want to do more stuff like that because, oh, you know what I realized? I don't have my style up. Oh, I don't have it. I want my name up there. Why isn't my name up there? Show display names, that's why. Wow, I haven't had that up there for so long. Oh, well. Yeah, I want to do, you know, like that's something that, I don't know. I'll be honest. A lot of actors don't give a shit about the production side or the logistical side of it. I love it. You know, like I think it's fascinating. So much of a movie. The reason a movie doesn't go well is not the actors. The actors are so a tiny piece of the movie. You realize quickly how much the production doesn't care about the actors. And not in a mean way. It's just the way it is. It's like they're looking at it going like, we're trying to make this movie. Like, you guys can act, right? Yeah? Okay, good. Then we've got to figure out everything else. I'll have to be a guest sometime and tell you this nice story. Oh, you were supposed to be Bubba Gump? Shit. Is that... Damn, dude. I'll always know you, Ricky, as Ricky Bubba Gump Cox, which is quite the name. Ricky Bubba Gump Cox. Which, having a last name Cox, is that why you're a tough son of a bitch? Barbara, I'm glad you liked it. All right. So, yeah, I've gotten to pretty much work with everybody that I've kind of want, other than Steven Spielberg. Dear baby Jesus, I love you. Please, please, one day, will I meet Steven Spielberg, not just on a random convention store floor, on a set, and he's producing my movie, The Witchmaster's General. He says, Carlos, the Witchmaster's General, is the Indiana Jones of our generation. Are you serious? Yes, I am. I have your books. I love you. I want you guys to wish for something like this for yourself. Too many times we just wish for the bad shit to happen in our lives. In fact, we're used to that. We're used to going like, oh, if this doesn't work out. I hope this doesn't work out. I hope this, you know, like, you deserve to go after whatever it is that you want to go after. Of course it's going to seem far-fetched. That's what God does. It's like, you think it's going to be easy? If it's easy, you're going to squander it. You're gonna just say, fuck it. What do I care? I don't even know. I did that as a young man. I was given a lot of money, some fame, some little bit of power, and I fucked it up. It's okay. It happens. Figured out ways. I still fuck up to this day. I'm not perfect, but I definitely am not gonna sell myself short, and I don't want you to sell yourself short. I don't care what it is that if it's in the back of your mind, if it is your passion, and mine is to make a movie that people will love on the level of a Steven Spielberg movie. I don't care about winning an Oscar. Yes, I would like to be a millionaire. I ain't gonna fucking trip about that. I do. But I just want to make a movie one day, and it's called The Witchmaster's General, that people will walk out and be like, Dad, did you see that? And inspire them to go and do their thing. Not like an agenda-based thing. Follow a dream. Thank you, Jay. Why not? Do it. And I'll tell you right now, you'll figure out who's on your side or not. Ready? You know how you find out who's on your side? Say your dream out loud to that person. And if they go, what? That's awesome, man. I didn't know that you wanted to start your own painting business. Yeah, I just love painting, man. I love this is my business. It's calming to me. I think I could do it a different. That person acts like, that's great, man. Go for it. That person, you shake their hand, you say thank you. Yeah, you know, I want to start a painting business, man. I think I could do it. You want to start a painting business? Why? The pay is stupid. You get now with anybody, you can just open up Google and you get it paid for free. I could get a marketplace right. I just like painting. I think I could provide a good service. I think I could do it a little differently. I think it's just something I enjoy. I don't know. Stupid. Don't do that. Yeah, that person? Fuck that guy. Is he? Oh my. I don't see him. Is he in the green room? Sammy boy? Are you fucking pulling my leg now, bro? Hello, Carlos. Oh my God! Sammy boy, how the hell did you do this for my birthday did you how did you what the did you do?
Well, you know,
how did you?
Me and Tea Time Teddy has connections, so kind of got his ear.
Oh my God! I'm gonna fucking cry! I did want to tell you this, Carlos, but yes, Sam and I have been cooking this like in a pressure cooker, and it has been that yes, Mr. Spielberg is here. I worked with him on many films, and I'm just so excited for you right now. No, honestly. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. And thank you.
Myself, but yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. I just want to say, just enjoy your time with him right now. He doesn't have it. He has about 37 seconds. Mr. Spielberg, I just want you to know that I love you, and you are my favorite person that isn't my mom or my wife or my kids. Okay, and I have your book, and I just want you to. It's okay, Carlos. I just want you to know that I support you and your artistic endeavors. And I can't wait to see the Witchmasters General. How did you know about the Witchmaster General, my movie where I'm directing and writing it, and I'm going to model it after the greatest films of all time? Well, Carlos, I'm actually a big fan of your show. I knew it. I just want to tell you that I love you, Mr. Spielberg, and that you inspired me, and I'm following your way. Carlos, I just want to tell you that he's no longer on the line. He's no longer on the line. You were serious about 37 seconds? Yes, I was. I was very serious about that because he's obviously Steven Spielberg. Carlos, he's not going to sit here all day. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just like, obviously, it's just like, shit. Like, I feel like I fucked that up. Man, honestly, that wasn't cool. That wasn't cool. I screwed that up. Sammy. The fuck, man?
Well, you know, there'll be other times, I'm sure.
No! Stop! I just fawned over him. I should have said, like, I have a script. I just why Teddy, why didn't you tell me? Like, I thought when you told me, like, you said that, I told you that, Carlos. I literally said that we have 37 seconds with him. I really don't ever, like, mess around with you like that, but it's okay. He'll come back another time. He'll come back another time. I don't know, man. Like, like, he's not even gonna know. Like, I'm bald now. I threw my hat. I'm literally wearing a Universal Studios hat because I want to be just like him. Sometimes I dream. A lot of kids wanted to be like Mike. Not me. Nope. I wanted to be like Steven.
This is the segment of the show where Carlos will look at a comment like Crystal. Beautiful family photo, and allow us to explore the studio of Top of the Morning. Why, let me show you.
Fourscore and 7 years ago, I started watching 7 to the top of the morning. I've had this guy forever. Ready, Crystal? Fun fact about me. I think I was Abraham Lincoln in a previous life. I'm serious. I'm serious. I've always felt that way even before this happened. In 4th grade, he's not sleepy. He's blazed as fuck. He like took a fat hit off that gigantic Maui Wowie gassy ass shit. And I was like, what, bro? Save the slaves, bro? What? It's bigger than you thought. Oh! 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 That's what she said. The reason I think I was Abraham Lincoln in a past life is because in 4th grade, Mrs. Penn, shout out to Mrs. Penn. I wonder if she's still alive. I hope she is. ChatGPT, look up if Miss Penn is alive from my 4th grade Castleberry Elementary. She is alive. Yes. There was a book report, or you do a book report on a president. And guess what? I was like, oh man, I love Abraham Lincoln so much. He is the 16th. Read 'em and weep, boys. Yep. 16th. President of the United States. I'll never forget that. Now, how do I never forget that? Mr. President. Mr. President. I don't think you should sit in these seats. Mr. President, these seats are not good. We cannot protect these seats. Well, I don't care. I want to watch the show, and I'll watch the show in these perfectly good seats. Mr. President, they don't like you very much, people that like slaves. The people that like the slaves, Mr. President,
They're trying to kill you, okay? So,
Well, I don't care. I have to watch this fantastic show with my beautiful wife.
okay, man, but there's a big door right here.
So I'm in 4th grade. And I pick out the number 16 out of a hat of all of the presidents. If that's not me being reincarnated by Abraham Lincoln, then what is? I do. I'm always ready to run. But I bought this at one of those like store, like there used to be a store called like Bargains for Billionaires. They had like big giraffes, shit like that. Anyway. He has Trump's nice shade of orange. Yeah, that's what's actually used to be called the Lincoln Orange. He was an orange man. This thing has been through hell. I literally bring him to my presentations, my passion project experiences, and I put him on top of the passion box. And so last 2 weeks ago, holy shit, is that true? Dude, I did not know that. I did not know Lincoln was a vampire hunter.
That's right. They made a documentary about it. That's right.
I forgot about it. Okay. Oh, you got Grover? No, you didn't. They are buddies. We have a fun world here. Hi, my name's Carlos. Will it focus on me too? Hi, I'm back here. Probably not. This is my money tree. It's doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good. This is Abraham Lincoln. But what I realized when I put this wig on him last week is that he looks like David Bowie from Labyrinth. Sammy boy, can we get a David Bowie Labyrinth pick up here, please? Because, yeah, he's doing pretty good. Marvin's doing good. It is crazy how once I got Marvin, the show sponsorships and all these different things popped off. So I'm very happy about that. That's why I'm trying not to kill it. So I'll put this back here. All right, back to Abe here. Honest Abe. So Abe, when I did my presentation at FlagFest, so a lot of people don't know, is I also do motivational speaking. Go figure. Yeah, I know. Ridiculous. It's a bit ridiculous when you tune in here and you see me doing this. But I do like to motivate people too. And so in order to get them laughing, I'll bring Abraham Lincoln and put him in a wig. And I'd done it a couple times. And I did a conference where it was all like mechanics. And they all started laughing when I like walked in with my thing, and they were like taking pictures with it, and they loved it. They loved it. And so I was like, oh, so I'm pretty much, it sets the tone of the presentation. So that way, you know, I'm not going in here trying to tell you about like, I'm here to tell you, oh, dude. Sammy boy, yes. Oh my God. One, we have proven another thing. Not only on this show have we proven that the greatest hug in the world is actually 69. Yes, we've proven that. But I knew it, and that's what I started the speech with. Was, hey guys, doesn't this look like David Bowie in Labyrinth? And they all start, like, I got some chuckles. It wasn't, to be honest, it wasn't as big a laugh as I thought I was going to get, but it worked. So anyway, I think that'll be my opener with this. Wow, look at the similarity. It is crazy how much they look like each other. Well, there you go. You know, you learn things all the time. Now he's back. Oh, what happened? Oh, I left. Let me get back here. Thank you, Sammy boy. Yeah, you can totally do that, by the way, with stuff like that, if you see it. All right. What do you think of the new mic, guys? You see that? Yeah, you see that? You see that? Added a little extra cord so I could go back there. Abraham Bowie! I like that. So one of the things we're going to do next week probably, and maybe, let me see if you guys are into it, is so similar, since we'll talk a little bit about, since you said that, EME. By the way, go check out EME. He did an awesome song. Dude, where is that? The song that you played, where he did the Mario Brothers theme, but classical. It was so good. Hey, Bowie AI. Yeah, do one. Yeah, screw it. If you can share that link somehow, EME, I'd love to play it here because it was so cool. And I think all the toppers should follow you. Guys, I could probably do another 15, 20 minutes if I go pee. Do you guys want me to pee and stay on, or are you guys like, nah, we're good? You've been annoying already. I'm down either way. This is so good. I love you. I want to be with you. I love David Bowie. I actually didn't know shit about David Bowie at that time, especially. But I always thought he was so cool. And then now you go back and watch Labyrinth, and it's him in tight spandex with his wiener proudly displayed. Pee and play Drain Doctor. Of course. My God, do we got to get some Drain Doctor up here? Are you kidding me? This is the perfect song. Sammy boy, can you play some Drain Doctor over there in the video? Can we get a Drain Doctor video going? Can you figure it out? I think you can.
I don't know if I have that one. Do I have that one?
Go to their website. It's on his website.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go to his website. Talk to the folks real quick. I'm going to pee, and then I got to drain the pipes. This pee. Oh!
We put the link. Where's my link?
Take a second. I just realized it. Every time I go pee, because, guys, we're trying to get to those levels. It's brought to you by the Drain Doctor. Because you got to drain it. Okay? You got to drain that thing, man. Look at all these wonderful sponsors. And yes, the Drain Doctor, Plumbing and Drain, 352-272-7727. That's 352-272-7727. The Drain Doctor, Plumbing and Drain.com. I got to go drain. He's going to figure out the audio. It's all there. We're going to get it here. Let me just pop this off here. Sammy boy, I want you to do your thing.
There's the song. Pause it. I gotta share. Almost got it. It's share screen. Drain Doctor. And it switched to it automatically. Down. Gotta share it. Add the stage. Where did it go there? I want to go on the screen. Maybe I gotta do. No, that's there. Add to stage. Oh, remove other media. Oh, no. Maybe? Oh, I bet I gotta do that one. There we go.
What's your prescription for drain stoppage? Call Drain Doctor, Plumbing and Drain. Dripping faucet, cold hot water. Call Drain Doctor, Plumbing and Drain. For $50 cheaper than the Big Rooter guys. Call Drain Doctor Plumbers at Drain Doctor.
There we go.
Sounds like we had some issues there.
All right, we did that. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Improvise, my man. Arnott is not happy with your improvise because when Arnott improvises, you don't want to know about his improvising skills. He's taken every hole is filled, and then when they scream at Arnott to improvise on set, he immediately opens every orifice as if he's a sinkhole in Wyoming. It's insane what that man can do. All right. What? So happy for you, Barb. Have you gone to the Land Cat Cafe yet, Barbara? I feel like you would absolutely love it. I don't know why I'm just popping that up there. I just figured I would. All right. You guys are awesome, man. Every single person who has popped in on the show or stayed the entire time, I love you. I really do. I look forward to entertaining you every single day. And your support is so monumental. Truly. So I thank you. I guess I don't want to do the Alan Menken thing. I actually would like to play the Jack Black thing. Find that. I know we're going a little. So thank you, Famous Faces and Funnies, for hooking up Brad with the gift. We did the Jason Statham thing. We got the Bond thing. We could probably do that, but I want to be a little more fired up for that one. I know, man. I appreciate it, dude. Really do. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just want to play this, I guess. It's Jack Black. That he has a new movie coming out. And yeah, no, they do surprises and stuff all the time on these shows. And I got a soft spot in my heart for people on the spectrum. I just do. I know it's not like, oh wow, you should win an award, Carlos. Bravo. But I think probably some of our greatest artists were probably on the spectrum, to be honest. And I want to leave the show with this fun little clip here that I found. Crystal, thank you for always being here. Thank you for amazing. Oh, fun. That'll be fun. So, I want to show this here. And you know, like, I really think when I see some people that are on the spectrum, I find so much of it beautiful in the sense that there's like almost no filter. And of course, you know, it's difficult for many other reasons, for different levels, obviously. What I'm saying is just like, quite honestly, just personal feelings. Oh shit, did I just totally cancel that out? Oh no, it's right here. So I happen to love Jack Black. He's one of my kind of comedy entertainment mentors. And I've just loved the way he's done his career. Has he messed up? Nah, I don't know. Messing up is a strong word. I've gotten to meet him several times. He's been so nice every time I've met him. And he went through some crap. People were hating on him. There's some stuff that recently happened, and I think he's back on a good swing. And he seems to be one of the people that people really, really love. And if he's hosting Saturday Night Live this weekend, it's why I'm bringing it up. Him and Elton John. It's kind of funny because my wife loves Elton John. April is Autism Acceptance Month? There you go. How lovely. This is very fitting then. It's a perfect way for the show to, the last bit of the show. You'll love this, Julie. Have you gotten a chance to see this yet, Julie? Oh, you saw it. Okay, cool. You saw it. Okay, cool. You guys will enjoy this. Here we go. You just got to be kind to people, man. The world's a rough place, and there's just something about people, especially like I said, that are on the spectrum. Now, I'm really leaning into the spectrum thing here because the person that I'm about to show is on the show called Love on the Spectrum. So, I will just play this clip because it's fun to watch. It is fun to watch. I'm not going to play the whole thing. It's 6 minutes. Okay. Let's just start from here.
An actor that you admire, Jack Black, and you also have a goal to meet him, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I want to be 31 when I meet him.
Yeah?
You got to age for that one, too.
Okay,
Yes.
I love it. I'm going to start this age thing, like in goals. This is a great vision board. So we know how much that you've enjoyed that video, so we asked Jack if he could make another video for you, so check this out.
Okay.
What's up, Tanner? Jack Black here. I still cannot wait to meet you in person.
So Tanner, if you don't know, is on this show called Love on the Spectrum. He is a sweetheart. Oh my gosh, he's so adorable, kind, really looking for love. He's a grown man, you know. He can live his life. But he's looking for love. And last time he was on the Kelly Clarkson show, he mentioned his love for Jack Black, and Jack did a video for him, and this time he did another video for them.
Person, but I'm on the road with a Minecraft movie right now. But luckily, I have insane ninja kung fu powers, which means I can come through these doors, and I'm gonna see you right now when I come through these doors.
I'm your biggest fan. You're a great actor and a good singer, so I'm happy to meet you. Jack, I'm happy to meet you. Hey, Jack, this is Liz, my younger sister.
I love that interaction so much. If there were ever a way for like a true, neurologist, or I don't know who would be the person truly to say, but like how the brain works, what we're thinking inside when you meet somebody that you love like that, like that's exactly what I was feeling every time I met Jack Black. Jack, I'm so happy to meet you. Jack, in my head, it was going, Jack, I'm so excited to meet you. In my head, but inside, I was like, hi, Jack. And I know I've been lucky enough to be around long enough to do some things long enough that people are excited when they meet me. And it's a great feeling. And I don't understand when people reach a level of fame or excitement or whatever that they just don't like meeting people that are fans of theirs. Like it's like going into business and people's like, I love your pizza place. And you're like, oh. So Tanner, not that straight talking of, is just how we all are. He just happens to be vocalizing it.
I'm so glad we're finally meeting you, Jack. You're here. Oh my gosh. I can. I'm finally meeting you, yeah. And Jack, that's my mom is thinking. My brother Maverick. And we're all your biggest fans.
I'm your biggest fan.
Just like you're my biggest fan. I'm glad to meet you, Jack.
I'm so happy to finally meet you in person.
Do you all want to sit down?
Sit down. Hey, Jack, come sit down with me and Mitch. All three of us.
Come sit down.
I can.
Jack,
You're looking good, Jack. And Jack, you're great acting, just like me. And you're very strong, too.
I am. You know what?
Yes.
I do work out a little bit.
Me
nowadays.
too, with my friend Zach.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey,
So what do you?
We should do some weightlifting together. You could teach me some tips.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you know what? Guess what? I'm gonna get your phone number. We can work out together.
This is happening. Oh my God.
You didn't have to
I gotta
wait.
take off my glasses.
No, I didn't have to wait.
Steaming up.
Oh my God. I just love it. You know, it's so what people are really thinking, right? Like, I know when I met with Jack Black once again, I was thinking the same. Can I get your number so we can hang out? So I totally get it, Tanner. You are speaking how I felt the times that I've met Jack. He does sound like movie dork. He does sound like movie dork. Yeah, he's doing this on other... And look, there's nobody making him do this. He's a kind-hearted man. He, sure, does he happen to be having a movie coming out of this time? Of course, it's Minecraft. Like, why not two birds with one stone? You know? Now, if these, like, find me every person on the spectrum that loves Jack Black, and I actually thought that'd be a funny sketch. Like, you're the person that sets these bits up. Like, you find all of the worst cases of spectrum of these injuries, and then you link them with celebrities. Like, I think Ben Affleck should do this charity with them and get him a lot of attention. I'm totally deviating. Stay with Jack here. The way Jack handles it too, this happens to him a lot. I think Jack's probably one of the most famous dudes in the world. His voice, all of it. And to me, he is as close to Robin Williams as we have. And if you think about it, from the kids movie to the adult films, not adult films, the more, and just how his nature has always been, basically entertaining, and at different levels, some adult entertainment and Tenacious D. That's where I fell in love with Jack Black. Listen to how he acts with them.
He did his goal. I'm kind of disappointed for you. It wasn't 31. But you met him before 31. We can check that out.
That's right, Jack. That's right, Jack.
Hey, I love you on the show, and I can't wait for the next season. And I'm so happy for you having all of this success and time in your life, and to meet you in person is really amazing for me too.
Yeah, Jack, it's really amazing for me too. Yes, Jack. Yes, Jack. Thank you so much, Miss Kelly. Miss Kelly, thank you so much. This is the best day of my life.
I love it. Oh my God.
Yeah, you're the best, Miss Kelly. Thank you, Miss Kelly.
You are welcome. Everybody.
Jack, you're the best.
Hey, you know what?
You're welcome, Jack.
You know what, Tanner?
I don't want to get popped for copyright. It seems to happen at the end of shows. You got to see Robin Williams live? Oh my God. Crystal. Oh, that makes me love you even more. That is so awesome. No wonder you like my crazy shit. Wow. That's awesome. I bet you he was amazing. That man. Man, if you look at it this day, Robin Williams, if you ever look at any of his, post about, that dude just, his body of work is so amazing. So amazing. Miss him every day. I know it sounds so stupid to say. So stupid to say, oh, I never met the guy or whatever, but I think about a lot of my mentors every day. I came outside after the show, stayed for hours signing. Yep, that's what you do, man. You kidding me? Shit. I'm going to be at the premiere or whatever when that next level happens. When I'll stay there to the last one. It's what we do as entertainers. The people who support us are our lifeblood. And if you're not in that business of entertaining people the right way, not taking advantage of them like these corporate fucking beasts do. I was going to talk about Amazon taking over Bond, but I don't have the energy to do it, quite frankly. Sammy knows I get really worked up on it, You don't want me to get fired up, do you, Sammy? Well, not now, right? Because I'm too tired.
Yeah, not now.
Yeah, we won't do it now. Because, look, that's what I'm literally talking about here, folks. I'm talking about real artists like Robin Williams. Now, sure, at the end of her career, he needed to make a buck. We all got to make a buck sometimes. And you see that in the career of a lot of our favorites. Like, oh, they need that jet. But that's very cool, Crystal. Did you get any pictures? You have any pictures? Did you get an autograph? Holy shit. That would be amazing. All right. Guys, I got to get the hell out of here. I got a life, okay? Jesus Christ. We didn't even get a chance to talk to Alan Menken. The great Alan Menken. He's right here. There he is, chilling in the studio. All right, guys. I love y'all. Sammy boy, thank you. Great job. Tea time. Thanks for that surprise with Steven Spielberg. That was amazing. Today will be a great day. Tuesday. Hi, I'm Alan Menken. I'm not Carlos. I'm Carlos. Today will be a great day. To the top, never a stop.